Hey everyone, welcome to the HU Crafty Club. This month we are making chocolate bar wax melts. The first thing that we're going to do is create a double boiler. So you're going to add some water into a small saucepan and then put your stainless steel bowl over top of that. You want to turn your fire on to like a medium heat, and then we can go ahead and add in some wax. We are going to use about a half a cup. So this is a half cup measuring cup. We're going to use about a half of cup of wax. Again, this wax is Pillar of Bliss. Pillar of Bliss is a blend between paraffin and soy wax. This blend is perfect for wax melts because it'll make the wax melts a little bit harder, which is really, really great for the snap bars that we are making. As our wax is melting, we can take our spatula and break up some of the clumps that might begin to form, and also just, very gently stir the wax to assist and help it melt a little bit quicker. While our wax is melting, we can grab our pouring pitcher as well as our molds. And if we think we may want to move these molds so that they can harden, then a tray would be really, really helpful to put them on. And we'll just set that aside while we're getting ready. In order to color our wax, we're going to use what's called diamond dyes. And then we also have fragrance oil. The fragrance oil scent is chocolate cake, just because it smells really amazing. Once our wax is completely melted, we're going to turn the fire off. I'm going to grab my pot holder and we're going to transfer the wax into our pouring pitcher. So next, we're going to add our color, our diamond dye. The way the diamond dyes work is it's 1 diamond to a pound of wax, but you can use more if you would like. So although we have about a 1/4 cup of wax, we're going to use this whole diamond dye because we want a really rich, dark chocolate color. You can break up your diamond dye into smaller pieces and then drop them in, and that'll just kind of help them dissolve quicker. With the Pillar of Bliss wax, it melts around 195 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we want to add the color as quickly as possible while it's still hot so that it'll melt. And then we want to add the fragrance oil around 180. All right, so now that our candle wax is colored, the next thing would be to add our fragrance oil. So again, I'm using the chocolate cake fragrance oil, and I'm going to add in about 1/8 of an ounce of fragrance oil to what I have in the pouring pitcher. The ratio for this candle wax to fragrance oil is 1 pound of wax to about 1 ounce of fragrance oil. Because we're making wax melts, you can use a little bit more of the fragrance oil. But once you get it in, you want to just make sure that you stir it. You want to stir for at least 30 seconds. Sometimes I stir for up to 2 minutes because I just really want it to bind well. Once I'm finished, then I can go ahead and pour it into my mold. Once I pour it into the mold, then I'm going to let it set. I want it to get hard, start getting hard before I move it to make sure that none of my wax cracks or anything. But after it starts to cool down a little bit, if I need like the counter space or whatever, then I'll go ahead and move it. So you just want to let this finish setting up. Give it a couple hours or overnight, and you should be good to go.